Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and I'm sitting here in my C4 Corvette and just wanted to go over a couple things real quick with you guys here today. First thing is I just crossed over 200 subscribers, which is awesome. I can't thank you all enough for tuning in and wanting to watch my channel. I know it doesn't seem like much, but it took me about 8 to 9 months to get even to 100 subscribers, and it took me about 1 month to go from 100 to 200 subscribers. In that process, of course, for some of you that don't know, I know YouTube had implemented a new rule, I guess if you want to say, to be eligible for monetization. You have to have at least 10,000 views. I got about 10,000 views, I think, somewhere around the beginning of October. I think it actually might have been right at the end of September. So that actually made me eligible for monetization through YouTube. So of course I did, apply and was approved for monetization. And for about the past month, my videos have been making me a very slim amount of money, nothing more than, a couple bucks a day. It is really cool to have a way to get paid for the work that you are doing, and especially doing something that you love to do. I mean, of course, this is fun. I haven't been doing it very long, but making videos that 200 people like to watch is a really cool thing. Unfortunately, there's also been an issue that's been coming up recently of people getting demonetized, and by that meaning a video that they post is not eligible for monetization for whatever reason. And I guess as people have been trying to figure this out, it more or less is an algorithm that YouTube has created. We can only speculate at this point, but the end result is people are having their videos not eligible for monetization for whatever reasons that YouTube has decided, and that is trying to keep advertiser-friendly content on YouTube so everybody can monetize their channels and make money, of course, so Google can make a ton of money on it too. Unfortunately, I've had my first taste of demonetization. I think I've basically figured it out, and I think this is actually interesting for most people that have Jeeps, Corvettes, convertibles. It's kind of an interesting thing that I think just one word in my last video was what caused me to get flagged for demonetization. So just to show you what I'm talking about, here is my last video right there. As you can see, not a lot of views, but got the dreaded yellow circle. Now that yellow circle with the $sign through it means that it is monetized video, but it is now, as it says, not suitable for most advertisers. So what that does mean is that video still can make me money through YouTube Red, but they will not be running advertising on that video. I did not request a review on that video yet because unfortunately if a video does not have 1,000 views in the past 7 days, they won't even look at it. And of course, it wasn't going to be making a ton of money anyways, but that video was completely innocuous. There's nothing in it. I don't swear in my videos for obvious reasons. I'd like to try and keep it family friendly, and I would like as many people to be able to watch my videos as possible. And there's literally nothing in that video that should have flagged it for any sort of demonetization. So the only thing that I can assume is that it was in my description, and my description was the first mod on my buddy's G5 and the last topless ride in my Jeep. There it is. They had to have pulled from the description the word topless. I looked into the their explanation for why it was demonetized, and it says YouTube does not allow sexually suggestive content to be available for YouTube monetization. So apparently the word topless is a red flag for videos that are not advertiser friendly, apparently. So anybody that has a Jeep and takes the top off of their Jeep and uses the word topless is going to get demonetized. Now, if you have a convertible, a Targa top, and you put topless in the description, there's a good chance that you're going to get flagged from YouTube and get demonetized. That's the only thing that would make sense. I mean, when it said sexually suggestive or anything like that, I mean, topless would be about the only thing that I can come up with. There's nothing in the description, there's nothing in the video, none of that. You guys can go watch the video. So again, I'm not going to lose a lot of sleep over it, but it's just an interesting thing. I mean, I've got 52 views on the video. It's not going to be making any money, but let's say I had 52,000 views on that video. A couple days after I posted it, it got flagged to be demonetized, and then from that point forward, I wasn't going to make any money off the video. So I could imagine how, like, if I had a video that was making thousands and thousands and thousands of views right off the bat, got demonetized quickly, there goes all the money off of it. And that's a completely ridiculous reason. I mean, it's a word, you know. I didn't put the word in there to try and be, you know, clickbaity or anything like that. I mean, literally, I took the top down on my Jeep and I went for the last topless ride in my Jeep. It's just kind of a weird thing, and I figure it was worth a heads up to all the other car creators, you know, on YouTube, that I guess apparently just one word in your description can actually be a reason to get demonetized. So yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to say here in this video. Of course, I've got some other stuff in the works that I'm still shooting and going to be editing and things like that. So I'm hoping to have another real good Corvette video up here real soon. But actually, I'm going to end the end of this video with kind of a Q&A that I did. I recorded a few videos ago, and just I didn't actually get it in to keep the video shorter, so I'm going to throw it at the end of this video. And it's basically me just responding to some of the comments and questions and things that I've had on my channel. Mostly about the Corvette and things like that. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of this video, and of course, as always, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. One thing that I did want to do at the end here is I just wanted to go over a few of the comments that I've received from viewers to my channel and give a personal response to a few of them, because I try and respond to every single one of my comments. You know, but text only goes so far, so I'm just going to throw a couple responses out here. One of my earlier comments came from Ziggy Lothbrook. He said, "Good luck with it and save your money. You're going to need it." Money pits. Mine was a 95 6-speed, loved it, but it had so many issues it had to go. Again, good luck. Well, thank you, Ziggy, and also I do appreciate you watching the video. I mean, most cars that are 20-some years old, they're definitely going to be hit or miss. If they were well taken care of, great. If they weren't, they're going to be money pits. Of course, Jimbo, his 96 that he got with the LT4, looks like it had a lot of problems, and for him to have bought it for $12,000 seems like a lot of money to spend on a C4. But you know, it looked like a nice car, and of course, it just, you know, mechanically, you just never know. So, Sunray06 said, "Oldie but goodie. If you want to have fun, set it up with a Pro Charger." I would love to do that, but I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. I don't think spending thousands of dollars putting a supercharger on a car that's probably not worth that much more than the supercharger is probably a good idea. So I don't think I'm going to end up doing that, but maybe someday on a newer one, that might be an option. Mark's C4 Corvette, awesome. I subscribed. Also said, "Hey, I'm in Minnesota. Whereabouts are you at in Wisconsin?" Well, as I responded, I do live in the vicinity of Mitchell International Airport, so I would like to find some Chevy guys or Corvette guys in the area to possibly do some meetups and everything like that, but I definitely do not rule out meeting up with you sometime. I know Minnesota's a long ways away, but I do know that I believe in the spring they do a big Corvette meetup out in Baraboo, at the, you know, somewhere out in, like, near Baraboo, the Wisconsin Dells area. I'm not exactly sure where it is, but that might be something for a bunch of us C4 guys in the Midwest here to make a plan and get together and you know, have a pretty cool meetup, because I just think it would be pretty cool to start a Midwest, you know, community and get together and stuff like that, and it'll help everybody with their channels. So I mean, that of course is a big plus too. All right, comment I had from Modeg, said, "Me likes, but I didn't much care for that Corvette Professional. I didn't feel the love." And of course, that was a comment on my my inspection video. Yeah, I mean, okay, let's be honest. Everybody has their own opinions of the cars, and especially when you comes to being a mechanic, the guy knows his stuff. So Bob over at Corvette Connection, you know, maybe you didn't feel the love from the guy. Maybe the guy doesn't like C4 Corvettes at all. I mean, they are kind of a love it or hate it kind of car, and you know, maybe with the fact that he's got to replace the OptiSparks all the time, or just he knows the cars from a mechanical perspective. Of course, Andy over at Diablo Formula Racing, he, you know, when Mike with Street Speed 717 went and got a C4, he had nothing good to say about it, but then was like, oh, the C5 is great. Obviously, Rob Ferretti doesn't like the C4 at all, because, you know, he was ragging on Jimbo's C4, and then Jimbo goes and gets a C5, and he loves it. So, I mean, clearly there are a love it or a hate it section when it comes to the C4 Corvette. But hey, you know what, when it comes to like Bob over at Corvette Connection, like I said, you know, he works on them, he knows the ins and outs, and if he wasn't in love with my car, hey, that's his opinion. But he was a cool guy, and he gave me a lot of information, so I don't hold that against him in any way, shape, or form. As a matter of fact, I don't want a guy that's going to come at me and basically be blinded by his love of a certain vehicle or brand, that he doesn't want to be honest with me about the faults that they have. I mean, I think being honest about that stuff is the most important thing that you can do, and acknowledging the flaws and the faults and the things that you do have. If you just have brand loyalty without any ability to really, you know, see problems with it, you're just lining yourself up for trouble as it is, and then you're also portraying something to other people that may be more objective, to not, you know, that they won't see things, you know, that in a light that they need to be seen. So hey, I appreciate honesty, whether there's love involved or not. I mean, I appreciate honesty more than anything. One Fast C4 said, I can totally feel the difference when I switch modes with the FX3 on my ZR1. It completely changes the personality of the car. Now, of course, a ZR1, that was the top of the line. I mean, other than the body, mechanically, I know those things are a whole nother subject, but what he's referring to here is the FX3, which is the adjustable suspension that I have in here. I don't think mine works. I've had more than a couple comments saying that it makes a world of difference on the ride quality of the car. That could possibly be why mine is so rough on the road. It doesn't work. Maybe it's stuck in sport mode or performance mode. I don't know. But hey, it doesn't work, and as far as I'm concerned, I really don't think it's worth addressing the issue at this point in time. Now, a comment from Ford Killer C4 LT1. Hey brother, how are you, sweet vet? I have a 96 white with 2.59 gear automatic. Wondering if you have the same or the optional 3.08 gear. And I responded, of course, after decoding my RPOs, I had G44 and G92, and it looks like I have the 3.07 performance axle ratio. And that, of course, is the video that led me to do my decoding the C4 video, which if you haven't watched yet and you're at all remotely interested in how to figure out what options your C4 had, go check that one out. But yeah, so that was actually the video that got me actually looking into the RPO codes and stuff and finding out the information about what my car does have and does not. But that's how I found out I had the performance axle ratio and all that. So thank you, Ford Killer C4 LT1, and yeah, I made a video because of your comment. Has been good, and he's made a few comments on my channel. Nice cars, but hey, I'm partial to vets. LOL. Well, hey, you know what? You love what you love, and I appreciate you watching my videos and enjoying my channel, and I appreciate your viewership. From Kentucky, I'm not sure exactly how to say that, but I think the tires are unidirectional, so rotating them from side to side would not be recommended. And of course, he was referencing my back wheels because they were on the wrong way, and I have since had that fixed. So it doesn't matter. And I also did find out that the tires in the back are actually not unidirectional. They're only the fronts are for some reason. So whatever those brand are, they weren't unidirectional. So when I actually took it in to get fixed, all I had to do was swap the wheels over the other side. And had I known that ahead of time, I actually just would have done that myself. But hey, you learn things as you go, and you pay the price when you don't, do your research ahead of time, and I did. Has been good also left a comment that said the J55 brakes were standard for 95 and 96. Good job on deciphering the tag, and that was again on my C4 decoded video. So basically what it boils down to is the J55 brakes that I have in my car, I guess they were standard for 95 and 96. Jay Dubel said, did you buy that car from a guy named Al or Nevada? So I responded with nope and nope. It was bought here locally in Milwaukee. Or, well, actually, I traded for it, but I assumed he was talking about a guy named Al, or did I get it from Nevada? So if it was a person named Nevada, definitely not. But nope and nope. So McQueen Fan Man said, first thing to do is clean out that radiator area. That's hard to say. Done. McQueen Fan Man also said that spare tire carrier had a second catch to help you put your full-size flat in there, and that actually does make sense. So of course the spare tire is a lot narrower, so the second catch is you take the spare tire out and you put the flat in there, which is much wider. That totally makes sense. So thank you for the tip on that one. GTA 89CN commented, this vid style reminds me of Street Speed 717. Well, I did respond on there, but why, thank you. I take that very much as a compliment, because actually Mike with Street Speed 717 and Guitarmageddon ZL1 were actually the two guys that I first saw their channels, and were more or less the inspiration for me to start mine. It was kind of funny because I actually found the two of them at the same time, and actually saw the video where Mike goes with Nick to get that old Jeep that he picked up about a year ago. And I was actually searching for Jeep videos at the time, and it was right after I actually got my JK, and ran into them and really kind of opened up my eyes to YouTube, to be perfectly honest with you. I mean, to see the amount of views that they were getting for basically just talking about their cars and doing stuff like this was pretty amazing, and I would not be doing this today if it wasn't for those two guys. So, but especially Street Speed 717, that was actually, you know, seeing what he was doing and the amount of viewership that he had, and his style of taking something that more or less is pretty boring and making it actually entertaining. And of course, he got way more charisma than I do, but you know, I guess, you know, it's one of those things that kind of comes with time, and he just is a natural for this. And the best thing I could do is you know, just kind of look at what he's doing and try and do very similar stuff. So thank you, GTA 89CN, and I take that as a very high compliment. Beyond 3.7 said, I almost bought a C4. It is such a beautiful car. Well, you know what, Beyond 3.7? What you should do is you should probably get one. They're fun, and they're awesome amount of, you get great bang for the buck with a C4 Corvette, and I know a lot of people love them, a lot of people hate them, but you know what? I'd highly recommend it. It's a fun car, and for what it is, it's a great value. 91 C4 NVA. My comment disappeared. I don't know, I haven't deleted any comments. There's a couple that didn't make it through the spam filter, but other than that. But he says, welcome to the Corvette family. Really nice car. I don't think that the seats are supposed to come out that easy for any Corvette, but if you think you love it now, it gets even better over time. Well, I can totally agree with you on that. I mean, I was hesitant to even think about getting a Corvette when I originally did this trade. Then I got it. Now I love it. And as the days, weeks, and months go by, I love it even more. And unfortunately, I'm going to be really disappointed when winter rolls around, because I'm not going to be able to drive it. That's going to suck. Has Been Good had another comment here, said, hey man, good video, and this was on my revealing the secrets of my C4. The features you portrayed may not be obvious to all the cars being the age that they are, so good idea. I actually found out today about the auto volume thing on the radio. I've had my car for 2 years now. As for taking it out on a spirited driving events, just remember that 20-year-old cars, they will need a lot of mechanical TLC before you venture out, not just for reliability, but for safety, etc., etc. Yeah, I know, I was actually thinking about that too. I originally mentioned in that video that I was going to give SCCA a shot, maybe try it out, but you know what, I think I'm going to hold off on that, but they do have a road rally coming up, and I think I might actually give it a shot. It's just some normal driving and things like that, where you just take a path around an area, and that might actually be fun to do, but I think the cone stuff I might hold off on for now. So Chris W commented, there should be some clips and wires that hold the seats in. They can be trouble to lock in place, but there are some YouTube videos explaining how to lock them back in place, and that's referencing my seat bottoms coming out. I did check, and they do have a metal clip. I tried to do it, but it was really tough, so I haven't actually done it yet, but when I get it figured out, I will share the info with you guys. Bill Dollar Movie said, fun cars, mine's an 86. Have to say the C4 is the least desirable of Corvettes, but it is still a Corvette. Very true, very true. Andrew R, secret is that there is a hidden storage under the plastic bins you showed in the trunk. Check it out. I will check that out. HD Jeff A said, let's play a drinking game for every time you say actually. LOL, kidding. Cool videos. Just got my first vet, a 93, and man, does it need some love. Yes, actually it probably does. Brad Caldwell said, may I ask why you didn't have the inspection done before you bought the car? Yeah, you may. And my answer to that is because I ended up with the car before I ever had a chance to actually do the inspection. And the reason being is I traded. I had a 2007 Cadillac CTS that I actually had traded a Jeep Liberty for, and then I traded that Cadillac for this Corvette. So it was more or less an impulse kind of thing. I really didn't have an opportunity to get the car inspected. I just felt moving from a Cadillac CTS that was just going to continue to lose value and drop, you know, whereas a Corvette, you know, 95 Corvette really is probably plateaued when it comes to how much value it's going to lose. So I basically felt the risk was worth taking, and I did the trade. The family car guy that said, liked and subbed, I just bought a C4 myself and it's been a great daily drive. Come check out my channel and see what you think of mine. I'm looking forward to following your adventures with this car. Well, it's funny, I went to his channel, I watched his video and realized that it was the exact same car about a month ago, or, you know, prior to that comment anyways, that I was gonna go look at it was at Boucher down in Racine, and it turns out to be that he bought the exact car that I almost went and looked at because it was very cheap. You know, it was priced really well, and it had a lot of cosmetic work, but it had really low miles, I think like 50,000 miles on it or something like that. And as it turned out, yeah, he ended up buying a car I almost went and looked at, so that was pretty cool. So yeah, and he's got a black, it's a 96 C4 with LT4 engine, and yeah, you should check out his channel if you haven't not. The family car guy, of course, Mark C4 Corvette. He's got a pretty cool channel. He does a lot of technical stuff with the C4. I would highly recommend his channel as well. So that goes through about half the comments that I've had so far, and I figure we're gonna wrap this one up at this time. So again, be safe out there, have a great day, and we'll see you in the next one. Hey guys, real quick, just at the end of this video here, I just wanted to say that you know, I'm about a week later after I filmed the part talking about my demonetization, and just wanted to let you know here, I did go in and I changed the title, and I said, and the last ride with the top down in my Jeep, and lo and behold, my demonetization, the little yellow circle, is gone. Now granted, still haven't gotten that many views, but yeah, changing and taking topless out of the title of my video took away the demonetization. So anyways, just wanted to share that.